Hello YouTube, it's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, oh man, I hope you're doing well. It's Friday, September 13th. Bad luck Friday, September 13th, 2019. I thought I'd make sure to give a video today. We haven't done a pocket dump deconstruction in weeks. That just tells me, I start worrying because when we haven't done pocket dump deconstructions in weeks, that means I've been buying a whole bunch of knives and I've got to settle down now. Okay? Stop spending all this money on knives. Still waiting for some Spydercos to come out, and should be some interesting Spydercos coming out. The carry today are all Spydercos, older Spydercos, so we'll talk about that. Hope you're having a good one. If you're watching this on Friday, I hope you have a perfect week. Here's my challenge to you. Don't think about work. I know that's easier said than done. Usually around Sunday after football, work starts seeping in. But try not to, huh? Spend your time on you and yours. So let's talk about the pocket dump deconstruction. Today, on this Friday the 13th, I have got to spend some time on the lighting in this place. I've got different lights and stuff. It's just hard doing all these shiny things. But I've got to be better. I'll turn down the light on this. But this is my Datejust, my Rolex Datejust, which is just a great, flashy, everyday watch. I just like it. It's subtle. That's what I want to say. A nice, subtle Rolex. Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious. It's the Romeo y Julieta today. Kind of a quick smoke, but I love, you know what? When you just love things like a good Cuban cigar or a knife or a watch or even a coin, sometimes I catch myself. I'm not as smooth as other people on YouTube, but I catch myself because I was about ready to say, I love these nice, thin profile Cuban cigars. It don't take you forever to smoke. And then tomorrow, I'll do a pocket dump deconstruction with this fat Cuban cigar that I love. I just love Cuban cigars, good Cuban cigars. Even though I have a desk full of 13 boxes with an average of 3 cigars in it from the Provida Cigar Club. So I've got to break those out, guys. At some point, I stopped working at a job that I worked for 15 years, and I'm consulting, but I'm trying at 60 to figure out how to be semi-retired, but also working, but doing the things I love to do. And so, how do you like that? That's a deadly combination, right? But after working all my life for so many years, spending so much time on it and not spending enough time on family and stuff, I've got to figure out the new mix. So it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but I need to start doing a whole bunch of videos on all the stuff that I have, just to show you guys and just to put it on videotape before I sell everything or do something else. So that's coming, along with all of these great, hard to find cigars from the Provida Cigar Club. This is my Shown Design pen, one with the clip. I've got the ones with the clip, the ones without. And I have one of his 6 pins. I found these pins and fell in love with them. It's, you know what this reminds me of? And it only reminds me because I feel the way with these, the same way I felt when I bought my first Browse blade. I just mid-tech, and then just went on to buy 20 of them and find hard to find ones. It's not one of those Spyderco popular makers, but it's just something that hit me that I just loved. And so I love my Shown Design pens. Don't get me wrong. I like my Mont Blancs too. I have a lot of pens and pencils, but I really like those. I like the heft of them. I like the fact that one guy, and I felt like that, and I keep saying this, but I felt like that with Browse Blades. One guy opening up a shop and doing what he likes, the craft that he likes. I like that about Shown Design pens. And I love his fountain pen. That's the 6 that I was talking about. That I think I showed it to you guys, or at least on my Instagram, at Keith Kevin King. Go check it out. Whether I do a pocket dump deconstruction on the YouTube channel or not, I always post one on Instagram. Let's see. Here's my Mont Blanc skinny wallet. So I was saying, yes, pocket dump deconstructions, I show you all this stuff, but I also talk. It gives me a chance to just talk to you guys a little bit. I'll try not to spend too much of your time. But by choice, trying to figure out what to do next at 60 and working for yourself, which I am now, I'm a consultant with the company that I left, but I'm trying to figure out what comes next. Growing up, and even as I got older, I always found these guys who worked all their lives, who stopped working and then passed away, you know, in 3 years or something, after working all their lives. Well, I'm a little different. I knew this time was coming, so I got into a lot of collections like this, gold and silver coins. This is the coin that I'm carrying today. It's the 2018 Chinese Panda coin, 2018 Panda coin. That has been around for a long time, the Panda coins. I have a big collection of those. Always carry a 1 ounce silver coin in my pocket for good luck. Here's my Coach pocket pad. The knives for today, 2 of the 3, I have sold to you guys before, and I wanted them back. Didn't know I would miss them until I missed them. So we'll talk about those. Of course, you guys know I love the Cricket. The Cricket is one of my favorite series of knives. It's not really a series of knives. There's just a lot of different variations. This is the Cricket with the blue Precision scales. Of course, the Cricket with that reverse S. I actually have an original Cricket, and then I have every other variation of them. I just like it. I'm a big fan of small knives, as you guys know, as keychain knives. The Cricket also, when closed, makes a great, a holder for your dollar bills and your credit cards as well. The reverse S with that belly, good for cutting. That tip, this is not a super thin tip, so it won't break on you. I mean, any tip will break on you, but you know what I mean. It's a real nice, handy, small knife. It doesn't scare anyone when you bring it out. VG10 steel. This was a sprint run. When you see these Precision, I have a blue Precision Cricket as well as a black and gray Precision. Precision is a specific kimono pattern, Japanese kimono pattern, that Spyderco has licensed out for some of their knives, or used to license them. I haven't seen a Precision knife in a long time. It's a nice, these steel, man, what is wrong with you, Kevin? There's these glass strands smaller than the human hair, and they're weaved together into this pattern. In this case, and then it's under this coating that makes it super smooth. It's a wonderful pattern, unique pattern from Spyderco. They have a number of sprint runs that have incision blades. Here's the knife that I wanted back. I didn't even know I wanted my Des Horn back. And one reason I find after I sell some knives, I realize that I want it back is I go into my cases looking for it when I'm about ready to do a pocket dump. This is an old classic, discontinued. It's the Spyderco Des Horn, named after the maker. I always look at this knife and I always called it in my mind my Art Deco knife. Doesn't it look like Art Deco? It's just a beautiful knife. Wharncliffe blade, full flat ground, S30V steel, CPM S30V. Look, even that, to me it's, see the pattern on top? Isn't that like Art Deco? Has a swedge on the top. 3.1 inch blade. The entire knife is 7.3 inches. It is a gentleman's folder. It's super light at 2 ounces. And again, 3.1 inch blade. It looks great. Liner lock, steel liner. Smooth G10, but again, it has these lines going through it. So it has that texture that gives you a little grippiness. But really on a knife like this, how much grippiness do you need, right? Super nice knife. Wire clip. So it's right hand only, tip down only for this knife. Because it comes kind of to a point at the other end, not enough room for the clip. Just a real nice, special, unique pocket gentleman's folder that I really missed. I'm happy one of you have mine, and I'm happy you have it, but I needed it back. And here's another one I needed it back. I call it the Chokwe. It's the Spyderco Chokwe. Oh, I love this knife. It's just unique enough. Clip point blade, 3.7 inch blade. I mean, this is not a small knife. 3.4 inches the edge. Comes to that tip again, a good size tip though, not a super, one of those super thin tips that you're scared to do anything with. This is a good EDC knife. This too has S30V steel. And it comes down with G10 stainless steel liner on that side and titanium on the lock side. It's a frame lock. So well done. I also like that they have these index holes in the show side scales. Kind of lighten it up a bit. 3.7 ounces. 3.7 ounces, but again, remember, it's a 3.7 inch blade knife. It's not a small knife. Fits great in the hand as it widens out once it's open at the bottom. Just a really beautiful knife. Nice carry, but I'm not carrying that. That's the knife that got away. I'm going light today. I want to go with my Des Horn and my Cricket. There you have it. That's the pocket dump deconstruction for today. You guys have a perfect day. It's always great when I get a chance to talk to you. It really is. Please take care of yourselves. I wish you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. Have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.